Hello, it's great to see you again. It's Mrs. Kemp. Let's begin with our song. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Great job. Beautiful song. I'm so glad to see you today. We're going to share a brand new story with you today. And this story is called Pete the Cat and His Four Groovy Buttons. And this story was written by Eric Litwin. I'm so glad you're here. Before we get started, if you would like to get your blanket, a pillow, your teddy bear, or whatever object you like to rest with, feel free to get that now. You can either interact with me with the story, or you can lie down and listen to the story with your eyes closed. I'm so glad you're with me today. So let's begin. Let's find out about Pete and his four groovy buttons. This is going to be a great story. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with four big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. So get ready, we're going to sing with Pete. Are you ready? My buttons, my buttons, my four groovy buttons, my buttons, my buttons, my four groovy buttons. Great job, boys and girls. Pop. Uh-oh. One of the buttons popped off and rolled away. I would like you to do that motion with me with your hands. Are you ready? Here we go. We're going to roll with that button. Ready? It's rolling away. Great job. How many buttons are left? Okay, let's find out. Let's see. This says 3. This is the word 3. And this is the number 3. So let's do it together. We're going to find out how we got to that total 3 to see how many was left. Are you ready? Okay, so this is number 4. So we're going to show number 4 with our fingers. So let's count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good, boys and girls. So now this sign right here, this line across, this means minus. That's when you're going to take something away. So we see that there's a number 1 after that line. So that means we're only going to take 1 away because only 1 button popped, right? So we started out with number 4, and then we're going to take 1 button away because it popped off. So now let's see how many we have left. Let's count them together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good. So this is why we see number 3, because there's only 3 buttons left. So here's Pete wearing his 3 buttons. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. Ready? Let's sing it together. My buttons, my Three groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my three groovy buttons. My buttons, my buttons, my three groovy buttons. Pop. Oh no. What happened? Very good. Another button popped off. And get ready. We're going to use our arm to show that the button is rolling away. It's gone. So how many buttons are left? So we had three and one popped off. So now we're left with two buttons. Let's see what number 2 looks like in a word. So this is the word to, TWO. And this is the number 2. And this is going to show us how we came to the answer 2. Here we go. So we started out with 3 buttons. Very good. 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. Very good. So 3 buttons at first. And then this line means we're going to take something away. And we see that there's a 1. So we're going to take one of those buttons away. So since it popped off, it's gone. So how many are left? Very good. 2 buttons are left. 1, 2. So this is the equal sign, and it shows us there's 2 left. Very good. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Very good. Here we go. He kept on singing his song. Are you ready to sing? Let's get ready. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. 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 Pop. Oh no, another button popped off. And here we go. Use your arm. Let's show what's going to happen. It's rolling away. So how many buttons are left? So we had 2 buttons and then 1 popped off. So how many are left? Very good. 1 button. Let's see what 1 looks like. This is the word 1. O-N-E. And this is the number 1. And then this is showing us here at the bottom how we got to that answer. So let's do it together. We're going to put up our 2 fingers to show the 2 buttons. And then this line across means we're going to take the 1 away that's next to it. So 1 button popped off, and that 2 lines being equals 1. So that's why there's only 1 button left. You're so smart. Very good, boys and girls. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Very good. He kept on singing his song. Are you ready? Let's sing it together. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop. Oh no. The last button popped off. Here we go, one more time. And it rolled away. Very good. Using your listening ears. Thank you. How many buttons are left? So if we had 1 and this one popped and rolled away, how many are left? 0. Great job. So this is the word 0. Z-E-R-O. And then we have the number 0. And we could do it with our hand. We can show 0 with our hand. And then at the bottom, it shows you here how we got that answer. So we're going to start off with the 1 button, but then it popped. It popped off. So when it popped off, we lost that button. So this line means we have to take it away because it popped off and rolled away. And so now the 2 lines mean equal. And then now we have 0. Very good. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons, here we go. Help me. Buttons go. Very good. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt. And what do you think he saw? His belly button. I think Pete's happy again. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do. My button, my button. I still have my belly button. My button, my button. I still have my belly button. And Pete over here is saying, and it's all good. He's still happy because he has his belly button. And you have a belly button. We all have a belly button. So now you can sing that song too. And whenever you sing that song, you can do it with Pete in mind and show your mom and dad. So here we go. It says, I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing our song. Buttons come and buttons go. Very good. You did a wonderful job with that story. The end. I so much enjoyed sharing that story with you and the song with you. And now you can sing it at home. When you wake up, you can continue to sing it and count with your parents. You could start with the 4 buttons and go all the way down to 0. And that way you can show your parents how much you've learned today with Mrs. Kemp. So we're going to get ready to close out our session with a goodbye song. Remember our goodbye song that we learned? So if this is your first time on the video, I want you to learn this song. And after each book, we're going to sing it together. And it goes like this. Goodbye, goodbye, my friends, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. It is time to sleep. Rest your eyes and sleep and have sweet dreams. Rest your eyes, little ones. I will see you next time. Look forward to my next video. Have a great sleep. Bye-bye.